Omni sanguinis styrenus, whoa. Well, hello, glue troopers, and welcome to the TARDIS. I gave blood at the office today. Managed to nick myself with the X-Acto knife, but just teeny tiny little one. I was trimming one of the resin figures that Mark sent to me, those World War I aviators, and it's nothing. It didn't even need a band-aid. But it made me realize that it was time to give blood to the great styrene god. So there you go. The figure today was figurines day, so I've been working on these guys. I was working on the team manager, the motorsport team manager that John Kitt sent me. And we're going to talk about this because for the first time, I'm going to actually complain about the fit on a Tamiya kit, or Tamiya kit, which is rare. And when I put together the figures that Mark Huber sent me on the World War I aircraft, I forgot the resin. You got to use CA glue. So after I glued everything together, why isn't this hardening? Oh, hadn't worked with resin in a while. Brain fart. So I took care of that, painted them up. They're starting to come together. They were. I went online and looked at the Royal Flying Corps uniforms that era, and of course, there's no shock. Most of everything's sort of a brown, except for the coverall that was gray. And they're really great figures. I really like them. And unfortunately, I broke the foot off of one of them, and it's somewhere, and I'm never going to find it because it's that big, or I should say that small. And I'm like, you know what? So we got a World War I Douglas Bader. He'll be the one posed in the cockpit of the airplane standing up, obviously. The camera crew that John Kitt sent me is going to be used a lot in dioramas in the future because, of course, you put a camera crew, we discussed at the live stream and other times, put the camera crew in front and all of a sudden, you're just making a movie and there are no technical errors. So, gonna have some fun with that. Got started painting them. I've got to go get some more flesh tone paint. I actually tend to mix my own flesh tone paints now, usually using white and the wood color. See, because you don't want everybody to have the exact same complexion. But that's one way to do it. Of course, you can paint everything flesh tone and then, use something to accent them, give them a little bit different washes and stuff. Everybody's got a technique. I really need to get one of those Shep Payne books because he was a master of that stuff. And that Hispania Suisse engine that I built on the road build, I still have to paint that. And I was like, that'll go good with the World War I aviators. Put that up with the Felix Stowe and everything. Kind of get a motif going there. And I was actually going to get to work on some of these things I have up on I had talked about stuff up here on the road build shelf that needs to get finished. I also, tomorrow's my last day at home before I got to go back to work, but provided they don't change my schedule, I'm going to have some time off. So I'll probably take a couple of more of those 30-minute build kits with me. They seem to be really good road build kits because you don't have to take a lot of tools with you. They pretty much more or less snap fit, and I might take something else with me, maybe Kong's Thronester or something like that. We'll just see how much room I got in the bag, but I'm gonna have a full day off. But I'll get to that when I get to that. That's pretty much all I got. Oh, I was talking about the fit on the Tamiya. He doesn't fit with his. Okay. The kit, you have the chest piece and the back piece, but then you have two side pieces that go in the front that make up the front of the coat. But as you can see in the picture, he's got his coat kind of bloused out because he's kneeling down. Now, I'm not going to put the lower half of the body on to pose it with the in the caterum. I might just go ahead and build it the way it is here and pose it beside the caterum because I'm either going to have to heat deform or cut off the jacket to get him to fit into the car properly. And if I do that, then I won't be able to put the legs on the way I'm supposed to. I suppose I could cut the parts off, pose them, and then glue them back on. That's another option. But doesn't really fit that well because of the type of jacket and the fact they've got him in this position where the jacket's kind of bloused out. And the Lotus has got no spare room in it. It wasn't until I knew Lotuses were small, and you see pictures of them with the drivers, and you realize, yeah, they are tiny. It basically is kind of the, I guess the British answer to the Shelby Cobra. It's a big engine on as little frame as possible. But I didn't really appreciate just how tight they are inside until I tried to put this figure in there and realized, holy crap, there really is no room in there. And I don't know why I seem shocked by that. So there we go. The fit on this thing, really, where the front part of the jacket fits, though, was not good. There wasn't a lot of surface area. It popped off about 3 times after the glue had hardened because there wasn't a lot of actual touching surface area. So I put on a generous amount of glue, going to let it set overnight, and then I'm going to put the putty in it. Folks have asked what kind of putty I've been using. Lately, I've been using this Deluxe Product stuff, and it seems to do a really good job. It's called Perfect Plastic Putty, and it's just generally good stuff. Dries pretty quick, so make sure to keep the cap on it. And so that's where we're at tonight. And guys, take care of yourselves, and as always, model on. Well, hello, Glue Troopers, and welcome to the set of King Ghidorah Takes on the Imperial Air Arm. This is a new film that's in production here in the Tarbis. And, of course, we have our prop master, Yul Sabara, who will be handling the 1/100 scale Ghidorah radio control model, which apparently actually does fly. And then we have Bobby LeMaine, who will be flying the half-scale aircraft in the dogfight scenes. They will not be using CGI here, as well, they cannot afford it. And we have our main star here, Deke Flashheart. So, Deke, what do you think about this movie? It's a paycheck.